Wildlife rehabilitation. That is our topic of conversation with Kyann Clark of Superior Wildlife Rehabilitation. And Kyann, I can't help but have noticed multiple deer on the side of the road as I drive to work this week. We're getting into summertime. I feel like the wildlife is out and about. It's moving more. What kind of influx in animals have you seen in, let's say, the last month?
Well, so right now we are in fawn season. So last week of May, first week of June, all of the does from Marquette County are giving birth. And so now is the time to kind of slow down, be really aware that the babies are out there and that this really special time is happening. So the majority of what I'm admitting right now are fawns. In fact, I kind of slow down on the other mammals that I take care of and kind of ask other rehabbers to help me out with those so that I can accommodate the needs of the fawns that are coming in from Marquette County.
We had you on our show a couple of months ago. We had an entire episode all about wildlife rehabilitation. I know you had a couple of fawns in your care then. Are they still in your care or were they released?
So I didn't have any fawns in my care then. Those pictures were from the previous season. So I don't start admitting fawns usually until the last week of May or the first week of June. And then all of the fawns that are in the clinic are released by October 1st. So we don't winter over any fawns. And we have that October 1st release date so that the fawns can secure resources before our winter weather comes in. So everything that I had, I can't remember if we were actually in active wildlife season last time I was here, but everything that we had admitted for the months of April has now been released. So primarily that was gray squirrels, a couple of red squirrels, and cottontails. So all those babies have been released. I still have one red squirrel whose eyes just opened that I'm caring for, be with me probably another 2 weeks, and then we'll release that one. And then, like I said, I have 4 fawns currently admitted. This time of year, the fawns that are coming in, you know, they're just being born, so they're new. They're very, very new. One of the things that I really try very hard to get out into the public is that it is 100% normal for wild babies to be on their own for long periods of time during the day. That does not mean that they're orphaned, and it is not a good reason to take them. I always tell people to please contact your local licensed wildlife rehabber before intervening, because we never want to needlessly orphan a fawn. We have very limited space for those fawns, and we need to make sure that the ones that we're admitting really need us.
And that was a big topic of our conversation last time we spoke with you, is just how complex wildlife rehabilitation is. And because of that, you want to leave it up to the experts, even though so many of us Yoopers, we have really caring hearts.
Of course.
If we see an injured animal on the side of the road, we want to jump in and we want to help. But there's a reason why there are experts, and so we should call them if we do want to help, because that is the best way, because there are ways that we could actually be harming the animal.
Exactly. You know, it's always people's good intentions, you know, and that's something that I try to be very, very mindful of while doing this job. People think they're doing the right thing, they're just not educated. And we always want to make sure that we're doing what's best for that wild baby, regardless of what our intentions are. You know, contacting your licensed rehabber, we're on call to the community 24 hours a day. I personally would always rather get a call at 1 o'clock in the morning and talk you through a situation than have you intervene when you shouldn't.
Right, right. And what kind of support do you get with Superior Wildlife Rehabilitation? Do you have any resources coming in to help you do this kind of work?
So all licensed wildlife rehabbers are solely funded by the donations and support of our communities. Up until now, all of our fundraising efforts have been online, but we have a party coming up to raise some money here this week. and we're really excited. It's our first in-person event, and I think we've got a lot of cool raffle baskets, and I'm really excited just to kind of be out in the community and talking to people. Always happy to answer questions and get good wildlife information out there.
I mean, it sounds like a really great way to connect with wildlife rehabbers and also support a really great cause. I know so many of us here in the UP, we live here, we love living here because of the wildlife. Right. So if we can contribute to the preservation of it, then I think that's really powerful stuff. That party is happening this weekend. We have more details of that we'll share with you in a moment. We have to take a commercial break, but we'll tell you all about it when we come back.